Hello and welcome from the beautiful campus of Lonestar College, North Harris in Houston, Texas. My name is Daniel Villanueva and I'm serving as the Interim Dean of Student Services here at the college. We are excited to present our first Facebook Live event. We have put together this event specifically for current and prospective students who are interested in enrolling here at the college. We have a variety of departments and staffs that are available today to take your questions live. We appreciate your time in watching the video. This video will remain on our Facebook account for some time so you can refer back to it. Please take an opportunity to share this video on your Facebook feed. We enjoy putting this together for you and hope that you find it as valuable as we do. Tomorrow is Saturday the 14th, and we have our Super Saturday where we're expecting a record number of crowd of prospective students to come on campus. We're here available to assist you. At this time, we will turn it over to our host of the Facebook Live event, my main man, Raymond. Give it up for Raymond. Crowd, please. Raymond is our host, so I'll turn it over to Raymond Crowd.
Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. Hello, Facebook world. Hello, Lonestar College North Harris students, Victory and Greenpoint students as well. First, I would like to just kind of give a quick shout out to our president, Dr. Gerald Napolis, also our vice president, Tasha Barclay over instruction, and Dr. Derek Mans, who's over enrollment management. Definitely want to give them a huge shout out and thank you guys for allowing us to do this Facebook live feed with you guys today. So I hope you guys enjoy the department, the information from each department. Again, my name is Raymond, and I will be your moderator for today. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a good one today. So again, let's first start off with our admissions team. Representing our admissions team, we have James and Ernesto, and they're going to kick us off with kind of like give you some general overview and information. Please feel free to ask your questions in the comments feed, and so we'll definitely kind of be interacting with you guys. Enjoy, guys.
Hello, Facebook. I'm Ernesto Valenzuela.
And my name is James Martinez, and we work with admissions and new student orientation.
So before we begin, we want to share to you the steps to become a successful student here at Lonestar College North Harris. So the first step will be applying for admissions. Our application is free, so take advantage of that. The second step will be applying for financial aid. Our third step will be doing the pre-assessment activity. The fourth step will be taking your college placement test, so that could be your TSI placement test. And the fifth step is actually taking your placement test. So don't forget, after you do the TSI review sessions and the pre-assessment, make sure to take that placement test. And the sixth step will be doing your bacterial meningitis. Only if you're 22 of age and younger, make sure of that.
Okay? And once students have completed those steps, and again, I can reiterate some of those, it's important that a student attend a new student orientation. And before attending new student orientation, students must complete 3 steps. Okay, number 1, you have to again complete the admissions application. Number 2, the college placement, whether that's through TSI or any of your exempt forms. And third, again, you have to complete the bacterial meningitis vaccination. So once you've satisfied those 3 requirements, students can then attend a new student orientation. Now, incoming students will register for orientation through their My Lone Star accounts. We will have orientations offered throughout the entire semester, but we want to promote this weekend, Saturday. Orientation begins at 10 a.m. and check-in is at 9:30 a.m. and that's in the Student Services Building, room 208B. During new student orientation, students will have the opportunity to 1, meet prospective students. They will meet incoming new students to Lone Star College North Harris. They will have an opportunity to meet with an academic advisor and become more familiar with campus resources that will benefit them through their time as a student here at the college. We do accept walk-ins, but please, if you are a walk-in, we advise that you come early, so make sure you're there at 9:30, if not sooner, because that does slow down the check-in process.
So make sure you take advantage of tomorrow, Saturday. We're going to be here from 9 to 2, okay? So we're going to see if we have any questions out there.
Alrighty. Thank you, guys. So it looks like we have a question from one of our potential students. They're asking if they've attended a previous institution, is new student orientation required for Lone Star College, North Harris?
As a transfer student, new student orientation is not required. The student would need to show an unofficial transcript to their advisor in order to be advised. but you will also need to have an official transcript sent from your previous colleges or universities in order to satisfy that requirement. So it is not required for a transfer student to attend new student orientation.
But make sure if you're a new student that we get your official transcript from that university.
Yes.
Looks like we have another question here. In regards to the bacterial meningitis, there's some kind of waiver I've heard, or do I need to immediately go and get that vaccination to attend Lone Star College North Harris?
So through the state, it is required for you to take bacterial meningitis, but you can take advantage of that exception form that we have online. So you could do the waiver if you would like. The waiver is free, so you could come to our campus tomorrow, take advantage, and print that out, and we're able to get you through that. So there's an optional form that you could fill out.
Okay, and we have another question here from one of our viewers. They are asking, how long on average does it take to evaluate a transcript?
If you bring your unofficial transcript, we could evaluate it on the spot. You know, it's making sure your scores are there, but it's usually depend where you send your transcript. So we always encourage students to come on campus with an unofficial transcript, so we could have a transcript evaluator evaluate the transcript. But usually to get into system might take something, especially during pick registration, it takes a little bit longer. So make sure you bring your unofficial transcript so we could evaluate it on the spot. Any other questions?
So also, as an incoming student, what do you recommend students coming from high school? Should I take 2 to 3 classes? I work full time, so how many classes should I take?
Okay, so for incoming students, it depends on your strengths as a student. It also depends on the time that you can allot for classes. There's not necessarily suggested, hey, you need to take 2 classes or 3 or 4. A lot of it depends on your personal schedule, your work schedule, and then also the priorities that you have outside of class. You just want to make sure that you allow yourself enough time in class and outside of the classroom, and that's something that's also discussed at new student orientation as well.
So don't forget, tomorrow, any of these steps that you need assistance with, we'll be here tomorrow to help you. Bye, Facebook.
Hello again, everyone. Special thanks to Ernesto and James. We can give them a round of applause. Thank you. And so now we'll be hearing from 2 of my favorite people from my area. They're the academic advisors here at the Lone Star College North Harris campus, Shannon and Brandon. They're going to be somewhat kind of give you an overview of what advising looks like and answering your questions.
What's going on, Facebook?
Good afternoon. I'm Shannon Martin.
I'm Brandon Swearingham. I'm the advisor for Veteran Affairs here at Lone Star North Harris. So, so we'll be here to answer any questions y'all may have about
Just send us
advising.
your questions. We'll be happy to answer them.
Ray, we got any coming in?
Yes.
All right.
So here's our
Excellent.
first question here. They're asking, what are the requirements for the Honors College, or who would be the point of contact?
Brian Carson.
Okay, yeah, so we have 2 advisors on campus that specialize in Honors College. We have Brian Kaiser and Laura Dupree. So they'd be able to help you specifically for those requirements. I know there's a GPA requirement. I'm not sure exactly the details on that, but if you could come in and talk to them, make an appointment with them, check with the admissions desk, and we could help you out there.
We'll set you up with an appointment and you'll be good to go. Do you have any other questions?
As an incoming freshman, what activities are offered at Lone Star? Do you guys have any sports teams?
We have sports teams. We have a thriving student life. We have our student life. They coordinate all types of activities, awesome things for you to do. We're always having events on campus. Our student life, it's pretty awesome. It really is.
And we have a lot of student organizations from, I don't even know where to start. We have, well, for example, I'm the advisor for the Veterans Club, so if we have any students that are veterans, you can come see me.
Veterans, math. We have so many
Video games,
activities,
there's a
video games,
anime club.
anime. So anything you're passionate about, I'm sure we can find you a club, something to be involved in. We have it.
All right, so we have another question coming in. 2 questions real quickly. First, this might be for Brandon here. What is the process to get into college if you're a veteran? What does that process look like? And then second, how do I choose my major from Bill? This is from Bill and Erica. on our
Okay.
Facebook Live.
All right. So the admissions process for veterans, the first step is the same as anyone else. You apply for admissions. You get your student ID number. You get your your My Lonestar login and email address and all that. And then from that point, we would want to make sure that we can start the application process for the veteran benefits that you may be eligible for, and that depends on if you are active duty or if you're a dependent. So if you were to come see me, for example, and you were trying to use your post 9/11 GI Bill, we'd want you to go onto the Department of Veteran Affairs website, the VON app. It's an online application. Apply for your GI Bill. And once we get the required documents lined up, your DD-214 and certificate of eligibility, we'd have to submit that. And once we get all that, you request for certification, and we try to put that do not drop hold on your account if you're eligible for it, so your classes don't get dropped for non-payment while we're waiting for all the payment to come in. And you come see me, and we help you choose your degree plan and pick your classes and all that. And what was the other part of the question? I don't know if I covered it all.
Yes.
It's a complicated process, so.
How do I choose my major?
So choose your major. So that's another thing. We can sit down, take some time. We can try to figure out what you want to be when you grow up. If you don't quite know yet, that's okay too.
We have assessments, a Do What You Are assessment that kind of breaks down your personality type and different type of careers that could fit your personality.
We also have a career counselor, Dr. Jack Hernandez. He can help you with, if you want to take more time trying to figure out what you want to do. And even if you don't know, we have the General Associate of Arts where you can knock out your core classes, or what's commonly called your basics.
Get you transferred over to a university.
And sometimes you realize what you love just in doing those courses. So.
Excellent questions, guys. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
So we have another question here from one of our students, or potential students. They're asking about, on average, how much does it cost to attend college?
Typically,
class.
it's going to vary just based on if you're in district or out of district. It's typically $92 per credit, and from there, like I said, you can take anywhere between 9 to 3 to 12. To be a full-time student, you would take 12 credits. To be part-time, it's 6 credits, so just 92, depending on the amount of credits and whether or not you're in district or out of district.
And online
Or
classes,
international as well.
Right. And online classes, they have an extra technology fee, so that was like $50 more.
I think it's about 50 to maybe 65, give or
Okay.
take, additional. Yeah. So that's it's a great value as opposed to paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars per classes for a university course.
Right.
So it's an excellent option.
And we're closer too, smaller classroom's, so it is a wise choice to knock out as many classes as you can here, ideally an associate's degree before transferring, if transferring is your plan.
Yes. And not to mention our awesome staff.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
So it looks like we have another question from one of our viewers. They're asking, what are the different types of VA benefits out there?
Okay, so at first we want to break down by asking the question: are you a veteran or are you a dependent? A lot of dependents don't realize that they are entitled to benefits from their parents being active duty. So if you're a veteran, the most commonly used one is the Chapter 33. It's called the Post 9/11 GI Bill. And that's basically where they pay you monthly BAH, they cover all your classes, and you get a book stipend. That's the most common one. There's also the Montgomery GI Bill. It's kind of phasing out, but it's similar to the post 9/11. You get paid every month, but they don't send money straight to the school for the classes, and you don't get a book stipend either. There's also the Hazelwood Act. This is a Texas state waiver. It's not a VA federal program. And so if you're a veteran who joined from the state of Texas, and it says so on your DD-214, then you may be eligible for the Hazelwood Act. And this is just a tuition waiver. It's not a monthly stipend like the GI Bill. And that is also a dependent benefit. So veterans who joined from Texas may be able to pass their Hazelwood benefits down to their dependents if they are not older than 26, I believe, or older than 25. So there's also dependent benefits. There's one called Chapter 35. This is for disabled or deceased veterans who were killed in action. They can pass their benefits down to their dependents also. And if you're still active duty, you can pass your Chapter 33 post 9/11 GI Bill down to your dependents as well. I think I covered them all.
Excellent.
Okay.
Any other
Second-
questions? Keep
Yes,
them coming.
let's take another question. This question comes from Katie. She's asking, how do I get more information about health profession majors here at Lonestar College?
Well, we actually have
Thank you for the question.
Thank you very much for the question. All the advisors, we work with just students that are interested in different occupations. There is a specific advisor that works specifically with healthcare, nursing students, but generally health occupations, any advisor can meet with you. We'll go over the prerequisites because typically those programs have prerequisites. And yeah, that would be it.
Question from Jack here in our Facebook Live feed, and again, just want to say thanks to all the likes, everyone. We appreciate that. Jack is asking, I haven't been to school in 8 years, since high school. Are there any older students going to your campus currently?
Yes. I mean, we have, one of the awesome things about a community college is you see students from all walks of life, from various demographics. I also teach, and so I have students in classrooms that, you know, sometimes are in their 50s to 17 to 25, and everybody just kind of is working together towards the same goal. So that's one of the awesome benefits of attending Lone Star College or a community college.
And you know, they used to refer to students who were not, you know, 18 to 21 as non-traditional students or who have children. Although there's an ongoing, you know, joke that, well, it's not even a joke, it's real, that what is used to be called non-traditional is actually the traditional students here, especially here at community college, especially with the population of students that I work with, the veterans. Most of them have already spent at least 4 years in the military. Most of them have children. I even have a handful of Vietnam-era veterans. So, I mean, you know, we have wide age range and just a diverse group of students here at Lone Star North Harris. So don't feel out of place. I did when I first started. I was 24 or 25 when I started college. I was afraid I was going to look like Billy Madison sitting in the classroom with a, you know, a bunch of people way younger than me. You know, didn't have kids and things like that. Hadn't experienced what I experienced, but you know, it's a smoother transition than you may think.
That's becoming the new norm, so yeah.
So we'll take one last question for our academic advisors. We have a question here from AJ Glenn. Thank you for watching us. The question is, as academic advisors, what do you see employers looking for more, certifications or completion of degrees, especially in the oil and gas / medical field?
Okay.
That's an excellent question. It really just varies. You know, every profession just kind of requires a different level of education. You know, oil and gas, it may vary. They may not want a degree for some positions. Others, they may very well want you to have a degree. So that's something that I would typically encourage you to come out. We'll sit down. As an advisor, I do the research. So I don't mind just kind of working. If you tell me an area that if I'm not so familiar with, I will research. I'll make phone calls. But ultimately, it really just varies. You know, in nursing, from healthcare occupations, you know, we have CNA, LVN, ADN. It really varies just based on what you're wanting to do, where you're wanting to go, and just your own educational journey.
Right, and to piggyback off of that, you know, a lot of the fields, depending on what level you have of education, for example, if you come in with a certificate, it may determine what your rank in that job. So, you know, if you get your associates in nursing, you know, you become a nurse and actually see patients, but the ones with the bachelor's in nursing are probably going to be your boss. So if you're trying to get promotions, it is always wiser to
go for the highest credential.
Exactly.
Yes,
as much education as possible. But I'm biased. I work at a place of education, so I'm saying get more education.
Get as much education as you can. It pays off.
All right. We got anything else, Ray? How many viewers we got, Ray?
Right now we have 27 viewers.
All right. Y'all share it, y'all. Share it and get more people on.
Thank you all for tuning in. Like, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Ray.
Thank you, guys. This is Ray back again, representing on behalf of Lone Star College North Harris, Lone Star Victory and Greenpoint Center. Again, a huge shout out to all of our viewers. Right now we are at 28 viewers, and thank you guys for the questions and the likes. We appreciate your support. Thank you. The next department that we're going to be hearing from is our financial aid representatives. They're going to kind of give a brief overview about what they do, if you will. We're looking forward to hearing from Ashley and Marcella. Come on up.
Hi, good afternoon. This is Marcela Moros.
And I'm Amber Moore. And we're here to talk to you about financial aid. But before we answer some of your amazing questions, we just really want to go over some of the important steps in the financial aid process. The first thing is you want to complete your admissions application, which has already been discussed. And after you've been admitted, you want to go ahead and go to www.fafsa.gov and complete your FAFSA application. What do you need to complete your FAFSA application? You need to have your social security number. If you are a dependent of your parent, that means that you are under the age of 24, do not have any dependents of your own. and or married or have completed a bachelor's degree or higher, you will be providing your parents' tax information on your FAFSA application. Once you've completed your FAFSA application with both you and your parent, depending on your situation, it takes 1 to 3 business days to process through FAFSA. After it has been processed, it is your responsibility to come to the financial aid department and or contact us to check the status of your financial aid. If you are not a U.S. citizen or U.S. permanent resident, do not be discouraged. There are other opportunities that Ms. Marcella is going to talk about.
Awesome. And before I continue, I'm a traditional student, so hello everybody. I love this college. And so if your FAFSA has been selected for verification, there are certain documents that the U.S. Department of Education requires for you to bring in. That could be probably your income tax transcript that you can order from directly from the IRS website, which is www.irs.gov, or there are possible, sometimes will require maybe your DD-214 if you're a veteran. And there's a variety, but we will discuss if your application has been selected for verification. So the process is you complete your FAFSA. In 3 to 5 days, the U.S. Department of Ed sends you an email, and then you check directly with the school, which is us, our amazing financial aid office at North Harris. So again, if it has been selected for verification, you complete the verification process, and then it takes about 10 days for us to finalize your application. Sometimes we're able to do it in less than 10 days. Also, to add a little bit to financial aid, we have the Texas application, Student Financial Aid. This application is offered to all those students that are in the USA with the Deferred Action Permit, or maybe you don't have a Social Security number, but you have completed your high school in the state of Texas. Just come out tomorrow so we can show you from top to bottom how to complete it, how long it takes, and maybe if you're a high school senior planning to graduate next year, the process starts now.
All right, cool. So let's take some questions from our viewers. First question is, what is the minimum GPA I need to receive financial aid?
That is a good question. So just like in high school and pretty much K through 12, you want to make sure that you are earning good grades and passing your classes in order to graduate. And so the requirements are the same in college. You have to have a 2.0 GPA. You have to pass 67% of your attempted coursework in order to keep your financial aid and also to graduate. So you want to make sure that you are doing well in your classes so that you are not in danger of losing your financial aid, which can totally impact your experience here. So we want to make sure you're doing excellent. We have great resources, we have free tutoring, and we have a wonderful staff that's willing and ready to help you.
Thank you. So we have a question from Valerie Lopez. Hi, Valerie.
Hi, Valerie.
Hi, Valerie.
What if I haven't been successful in my classes? What's the process, and how long does that take?
This is a good question.
Awesome.
Okay, so if you were not successful in your classes and this was your first semester, you will be placed on what we call a warning. So what that means is that you have 1 semester to make progress, to bring your GPA up to a 2.0 cumulative. So that means all cumulative of all your semesters, and a 67% completion rate. So what happens if you don't meet that GPA and completion rate requirement? That means that you are going to be on financial aid suspension, and you will have to do what we call a financial aid SAP online appeal. So you will go online to your My Lonestar account and complete an online SAP appeal. It does take up to 30 days for processing. However, we do our best to get it done in a timely manner, but we do ask that you allow us at least 30 days for processing. Once a decision has been made, your financial aid will either be reinstated or you will have another opportunity to appeal to a committee. So you'll explain, why you were unsuccessful. So you have to explain what was some of the circumstances that prevented you from being successful. Was there a family emergency, a death in the family, a natural disaster? We know things happen, but you have to make sure that you provide a detailed explanation and also supporting documentation. And from there, a decision will be made. If it's approved, your financial aid will be reinstated. If it is not, again, you could come in and see us on Saturday, and we can talk to you about some ways that you can get your financial aid reinstated.
Thank you. So we have another question here from Katie. Hi, Katie.
Hey,
Hi,
Katie.
Katie.
She's asking, do you have to be in 12 hours worth of credit courses? So basically her question is saying, do I need to be full-time in order to receive my financial aid?
No, Katie, you don't have to be enrolled in full-time. Depending on the results from Fafsa, you can be enrolled in a 3-credit-hour class, and you can receive financial aid. But we have a federal chart, a chart that comes from our U.S. Department of Ed. We go by that chart. So no, you don't have to be enrolled full-time to qualify for financial aid.
Thank you. We have another question here from Suzanne. She's asking, what if I'm not eligible for financial aid? Are there any scholarships that I can apply to at the Victory, North Harris, and Greenpoint centers?
Yes. As a matter of fact, our scholarship, the Lonestar College Scholarship, is open now, so we encourage everybody to apply for it. It is only one scholarship, so you complete the scholarship. It takes about 2 hours, so we expect for you to do a wonderful job. And once we receive the scholarship, we evaluate the scholarship, and if you're, for example, in the nursing program, we can award you a scholarship coming from the nursing program, or the cosmetology. So we have a variety of scholarships, and our application is open now. And we also offer scholarship workshops. Just as we offer SAP workshops, the Standards of Academic Progress workshops, we offer scholarship workshops. They are twice a month. And if there's more demand, we can offer those more times per month. So, yes.
And I just wanted to add that the deadline for that scholarship application is April 1st.
Recibimos una pregunta en español de un padre que no ha ido al colegio, pero tiene su hija y hijo que quieren atender. ¿Sí nos puedes decir los procesos para la FAFSA y si tienen alguien que puede ayudarles que hable español?
Claro que sí. Buenas tardes. Los procesos para la FAFSA son, primero, ser admitido en el colegio, ¿verdad? Como ya se mencionó antes, llenar la aplicación de admisión y luego completar la FAFSA en www.fafsa.gov. Perdón. Se necesitan los impuestos del 2015. Si ustedes son residentes de Estados Unidos, necesitamos la tarjeta de la residencia y generalmente si, por ejemplo, si vienen mañana, esperamos que vengan mañana, por favor. Vamos a tener 3 personas en la oficina de ayuda financiera que habla español y le podemos explicar la FAFSA de principio a fin, cómo se procesa, después de llenar la FAFSA podemos explicarles para cuánto califican. Entonces, pero sí, hablamos español y a mí me encantaría poder ayudarles. Si quieren preguntar por mí, Marcela Moros.
Thank you. So we have another question here from Valerie. Hi, Valerie.
Hi, Valerie.
She's asking, how do you communicate with the students that she has a Gmail? Does she need to check her Gmail every day? How do you guys communicate with the students?
This is a great question, and it's so important because this is how we communicate with our students. We communicate with all of our students through your My Lonestar email. So it's really important that you are checking your My Lonestar email regularly, at least 2 to 3 times a week, if not more, because we communicate with you about your financial aid status. Also, we communicate with you about any other updates that you need to know. And so it's important that you check your My Lonestar account because that's how we communicate with you about financial aid and also all other announcements and updates that need to be communicated with you.
Thank you. So, student is asking also, she's heard different award amounts in regards to financial aid. How are students awarded? What is that process?
So your award is based on a couple things. So one of the things that it's based on is your expected family contribution. So that's also referred to as your EFC, the number of people in your household, and also your enrollment. So it's really based on those 3 things, and that's how we determine what your eligibility is going to be for the term. So, for example, if you're a full-time student, so you're taking 12 credit hours or more, you have an EFC of 0, then more than likely your award is going to be about $5,900. and that's for the full academic year, so 2016 through 2017, so fall, spring, and possibly summer. So it is split into 2 terms, so you will be seeing a disbursement split in half, and also, let's say for the spring, your enrollment drops to halftime, and of course your award will be adjusted according to halftime, but the great opportunity is that you can use some of that financial aid assistance for the summer. So that's pretty much how the disbursement works, and that's kind of an example of what a financial aid award would look like.
Cool. So we have one last question for you guys. The student is asking, what is a book advance?
Once your financial aid gets awarded, we post it in the system, and you're able to see how much you're going to receive. Now, we have 2 kinds of book advances. We have the on-campus book advance. What that is, you complete a little form, takes about 30 seconds, and you tell us, I want to purchase my books on campus. So part of your financial aid will be sent, a portion of your financial aid will go to the bookstore, and once you get your student ID, you can go to the bookstore and they'll be just scanning your ID like if it was a debit card or credit card. Now, we have, and the book advance on campus is still going on. The off-campus book advance for this semester already expired. It expired on January the 6th. However, you can do it for the next semester. So we have applied your financial aid in your account. You're able to see it. So you complete a form and you indicate, I don't want to purchase my books on campus. I want to purchase my books off campus. We send a portion of that award to the savings or checking account that you're gonna create online. It's an application that you need to create online. We send a portion of your financial aid to your savings or checking account. Once you receive it, you can go ahead and purchase your books off campus. So if you want to purchase your books off campus for next semester, just check on the deadlines that we have for book advances.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. See you
And
tomorrow.
Before you guys leave, please, Facebook followers, please forgive me. This is Amber, so please forgive me for that. Don't hold my financial aid if I do enroll. Please don't. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Thank y'all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more department that we want you guys to hear from. Again, representing here at Lonestar College, North Harris, Victory, and Greenpoint Centers. They're representing the business office. So they're going to be talking a little bit about payments, payment plans, and things like that. Those are very important, especially during this period. So we have coming up Miss Stacy and Miss Maria.
Thank you.
Hey Facebook, how are you?
Hello, I'm Stacy.
I'm Maria.
Okay, one of the first questions that we get from students is about your IDs. Once you are enrolled in your classes for the semester and you have either made payment, set up a payment plan, or have financial aid in the system, then you can come to the business office and get an ID or a slip to bring to the library to get your student ID for the semester. Now, the student ID will help you whenever you go to the Learning Center to be able to get in and use the computers, to use the facilities here, the
Learning Center, like the library, to check out books, especially for the library students who need to use books for their classrooms.
weight room and the weight room.
Yeah, and the weight room. That's important.
Yes.
Help. Okay, another thing that we like to talk to students about, because they normally come into the front counter asking about parking. So parking permits. If you are a first-time student, you can come to the front counter. We can help you. We won't do it for you, but we can help you go ahead and set up your parking permit, enter in your information, your vehicle information. You'll usually get like a little printout. Make sure to get to a computer where they print your little temporary paper, and then you'll get something in the mail within 24 to 48 hours. So parking permits are very, very important. So you don't want to get a citation.
Yes. Okay, and the next thing we want to talk about is payment plans. Payment plans for the spring semester, they will end on Monday the 17th. So as long as you are registered for this semester, you need to set up the payment plan the day that you register right now. The last day to register and set up that plan is on the 17th. The first payment is half down plus a $20 payment plan fee. Then you will have 2 other payments, one on February 10th and then March 24th.
Yes, and come on by tomorrow. That's very important. Tomorrow will be open, so it is very important for students who don't know how to set up a payment plan. We have a link in the website, lonestar.edu/northharris. It's a YouTube link with audio and instructions on how to set it up, okay? So we'll be there at the front counter to help you.
Yes. If you have any questions, please ask now.
Cool. So we have a question here coming in from Valerie. Hi, Valerie.
Hi, Valerie.
What if I have a previous balance from a couple years ago? Will my financial aid cover that balance?
Unfortunately, whenever you do have a previous balance, if it's larger than $200, if you do have financial aid in the system, we can take $200 from your current semester to pay towards that previous balance. If you do not have enough money in the system or financial aid in the system to cover your current semester, plus your books and that previous balance, then we cannot use your financial aid to cover it.
Thank you. We have another question here from Jack. Hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
What are all the payment options? Can I pay by debit or credit, check?
Certainly. We take, at the front counter, we take cash, lots of cash, debit, credit. We don't take personal, temporary checks, I'm sorry. That's, if you don't know what that is, at the header, top left corner of the check, there's no address, no name, so we don't take that kind of payment method, but we do take anything else. You also can pay online with the checking information through your My Lonestar.
Alrighty.
Any more questions?
In regards to me dropping a class, this is from one of our viewers here, Ernesto. Hi, Ernesto.
Hi, Ernesto.
This individual's asking, how do I get my refund? How long does that process, if I drop the class?
The process, if you drop the class within the first couple of days of school, then you get a 70% refund. After that, it goes down to a 30% refund. After, forgive me, I don't have that exact date right with me, but after a certain period, there is no more refund. Now, if you do, after February 1st of this semester, after official day, they will start issuing refunds. It does take about 2 weeks after official day to start processing.
Yes, and that's an important question. We can add on to that too. With refunds, a lot of students want to know, well, how do I get my refund? Do I get a paper check? Do I get a direct deposit? We offer a direct deposit too, so they can log into their My Lonestar and you can set up a direct deposit with your personal bank account information. And we would be more than happy to come help you at the front counter with that.
Yes.
Any more questions?
Yes, so we have a couple questions here. One from Johnny. Hi, Johnny.
Hi, Johnny.
Are there payment plans available for 8-week classes? And also, just a follow-up question from Brandon. Hi, Brandon.
Hi, Brandon.
What if my balance has been sent to collections?
The first question is, payment plans are only available for 14 to 16-week courses for the semester. If you set up a payment plan and add an 8-week course, it will be added to your payment plan. But in order to set that payment plan up, you do have to be enrolled in a 14 to 16-week course.
In answering Brandon's question, as far as, let me correct, if he has a past balance and it was sent to collections, is that right, Brandon? Okay, well, if it is sent to collections already, unfortunately, we would give him an information to that collection agency, and it's a 1-800 number they can contact that agency. I know they are willing to do some kind of arrangements with them so they can pay off the balance. Once their balance is paid off with them, they can go ahead and come to us. We'll be able to review their account, see that they have a zero balance with us, and remove that hold, and they can go ahead and register again and start fresh. Okay, any more questions?
Yes. Question here from Valerie. Hi, Valerie.
Hi, Valerie.
If I received a waiver from my employer to waive my tuition and fees, who do I turn that into? Business office or financial aid?
You would bring that to the business office. We do have a form that you will have to fill out for third-party agreement, and then we will take the letter from your employer and that agreement, and we will put it into the system for you and bill your employer.
That's a good question, Valerie. Thank you.
We also have another question here from Ernesto. Hi, Ernesto.
Hi, Ernesto.
How can I get my 1098-T form? Do you guys hand those out?
Okay, and I'll go ahead and answer that. 1098Ts, you can actually access them. They will be issued to students after January 30th, and they're all going to be sent to their My Lonestar account. They'll have, under the Finance tab in their My Lonestar, they'll have a little link that says Access 1098T. They can click on there. They'll have information there to fill out and a PIN number, and they can go and print that form out for themselves. Now, if they have issues as far as accessing, they can't access the 1098T for that tax year for some reason, they can come to the front counter. We'll go ahead and take care of that, and we'll let them know what their next step is to get one. So hopefully that answered that question. Any more questions out there?
Actually, one of our viewers here, Mariana, she says, "Hey, I know them." So, hi, Mariana.
Hi, Mariana.
Cool.
So cute.
Also, follow-up question from Valerie. She was just saying, how long does that process take with the waiver? If she were to come up tomorrow during our Super Saturday event, can that be processed the same day?
Good question.
Yes, we usually do process the same day so you are not dropped from your classes. If for some reason we do have to contact your employer for any reason, then we will put a hold on your class till that next business day.
Yes, these are really good questions,
Really
guys.
good questions.
Yes, if chime in to get, we'll be more than happy to answer more questions, and we'll be here tomorrow, Saturday, too, for the Super Saturday event.
And come see us from 9
Come
to 2.
see us.
I think that'll be all.
Awesome.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, thank you guys.
First, just want to say thank you, viewers. Thank you, our LSC Victory, LSC Greenpoint, and North Harris students. Thank you guys for tuning in with us today. We appreciate the questions, the likes, and the interactions you've made with my fellow colleagues here. Special shout outs to my colleagues that spoke to you guys today. For those of you that are still kind of somewhat have pending questions, if you will, please continue to comment below, and the North Harris representative will get back to you as soon as possible. Just a couple closing things here. Tomorrow is our huge event, Super Saturday. Super Saturday. It's 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. right here at LSC North Harris. Okay, we're inviting our Greenpoint Center and our Victory students to please come on by, see us, check us out. We will be giving out scholarships, some prizes, and I don't want to say too much. Free food as well. Who likes to eat? I do. People like to eat? Yes? Yes. Also, before we close again, we thank you guys for your support, and especially want to give a huge shout out to our Chancellor, Dr. Head, and the Board of Trustees. Thank you guys for what you do, and also our administrators here representing our North Harris, Victory, and Greenpoint centers. Again, shout outs to Dr. Napose. We appreciate you. We appreciate our Vice Presidents of Instruction, Tasha Barclay, and Dr. Derek Manns, and all of our deans representing each of our locations as well. We hope to see you on our, actually, we're looking forward to seeing you on our campus at one of our 3 locations. Please, again, if you have any additional questions, please comment below and follow us, guys. Share this video. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Flickr. What else we have? Twitter, Snapchat. Please, snap away. We're always active on there, and we would love to see you guys here in our office. And we have one more comment here.
I'm so sorry, Facebook guys. I misinformed you a while ago. The last day for the payment plan is Monday the 16th, January 16th. Sorry about that.
And again, also, just to kind of express again, Lonestar College in general, speaking here specifically at North Harris and for the entire system, we hire quality faculty and staff members. So in regards to students that may, have some suggestions or comments for our faculty, please, if you know anyone, please feel free to, shoot their resumes our way, HR department, if you will. They can simply apply online. Simply go to lonestar.edu/North Harris. You'll see our available positions, create an account. So again, we'd love to not only see you guys here in our classrooms, but also working with one of us as staff. I'm a product for Lonestar, and can I have all my colleagues here real quick? Yeah. Let's close this out. Please, over here. Get on in, guys. And again, from my family to your family, on 3 hurricanes. 1, 2, 3. Hurricanes! Take it easy, guys.
See you soon.